On the Displayit show, we like to have a lot of fun, but we also want to bring you value. So on today's episode, I'm going to share the marketing tool that we use to grow our business from a father and son team to what you see today. Today's episode is all about Google Adwords. I've been using Google AdWords since 2002, and more than any other marketing tool, it's been what's responsible for the growth of Displayit. So I wanted to share with you everything that I know about Google AdWords. Now I can't do that in 5 minutes, so I'm going to share the basics, but I want you to feel free to ask questions. Just leave it in the comments, ask your questions about Google AdWords, and I'll answer them as fast as I possibly can. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over 5 basic principles that you need to know about and think about when it comes to Google AdWords. Let's do it. Number 1, what is Google AdWords? Let's say your customer goes to Google and they're searching for your products, trade show displays. You want to make sure that a link to your website comes up high in those results. Google AdWords gives you a way to guarantee that that's going to happen. Google AdWords is basically just an auction. You're bidding against your competitors to make sure that your link comes up before theirs. There's a few different ways you can bid. First is exact match. With exact match, you're bidding to pay a certain amount to have your link show for a very specific search term, like trade show displays. The second type of bidding is what's called phrase match, which means you're bidding for searches that are guaranteed to have your phrase in the search. So let's say it's trade show displays, but it's a whole phrase. Large trade show displays, affordable trade show displays, cheap trade show displays. The third type of bidding you do is called broad match. And broad match is basically Google says, hey, you're bidding for trade show displays. We'll show the ad if somebody searches for trade show booths or trade show exhibits or display booths. The second thing you need to know about Google AdWords is if you're not in the top spots, it just doesn't matter. Alright, picture the Google search results page. You usually have a couple of AdWords results on the top of the page and then a number of smaller ads down the side. And unfortunately, if you're in the positions on the side, you're just not going to get clicked very often. So it means everything to be up in the top spots. What's the key to getting in the top spots? First of all, people have to really want to click on your ad, and you have to bid enough to assure that you're going to be on top of your competitors. You got to make sure that the copy of your ad really speaks to the intention of what the customer was searching for. If you have a smaller business, you might be thinking, hey, I can't use AdWords. That leads me into point number 3, think local. One of the very cool things about AdWords is it lets you target on a geographic basis. So you can target by zip code, small towns, what have you. So that gives you a huge competitive advantage if you have a local business. Let's imagine that somebody's going to Google and they're searching for what you sell and they're in your hometown. Imagine when they see an ad that says your product right here in the town they live in. They're going to click on your ad at a very high rate because people want to work with companies in their community. Alright, Google AdWords can be a very competitive environment. Because remember, you can have a link to your website, but if somebody clicks it and they don't come there and buy your products, you're just flushing your money down the drain. So point number 4 is you've got to think conversion. When somebody clicks on your website, you got to make sure that you've got the product that they're looking for. You got to do a couple things. You need to make sure that when they get there, they have confidence that you're going to be able to help them. They got to have confidence that they can trust you, that your company is going to come through for them. So getting somebody to your website is just the beginning. You got to build a great website that's actually going to convert and turn people from prospects into customers. The thing that you have to understand about AdWords so that you don't get eaten alive is you have to know your numbers. Even if you get somebody to click on your link, and even if they convert on your website, you have to make sure that your sales are profitable, at least as profitable, if not more profitable, than your competitors. Because it is a very competitive marketplace, and the winner is going to be the one who can convert each sale into the most amount of profit. Because remember, you've got to turn back around and keep bidding to win your keywords. So you have to focus on running your business better than your competition. You've got to be efficient and smart in what you do. Okay, I realize I just threw about 13 years of Google AdWords experience at you in a 5-minute video, and I know it can be a little overwhelming. I just wanted to expose you to what Google AdWords is and some things to think about. But the big takeaway that I want you to have from this video is I'm here to answer questions. I want to be a resource. So I'd love, if you've used Google AdWords before but didn't have a lot of success and wanted to ask me some questions, please feel free. You can email me, josh@displayit.com, or just put your questions right here in the comments. We want to be a blessing to everybody out there who watches the Displayit show, and we want to help you grow your business. Well, I hope you found this helpful, but right now I got to get back to work, but we'll see you guys again next time. Take care.